and hit the sack. I rip a track like bric-a-brac. So money, I'm
Yeah, we're feeling it.
Didn't we learn from last week? Don't do that.
No, we're feeling good.
Oh yeah,
This is a good day.
It was
a good day.
But my 5-year-old, not 5-year-old, my 11-year-old son is obsessed with "It Was a Good Day" by Ice Cube.
Oh,
so we've been listening to that in the car like the last 3 or 4 days.
That's a good choice.
On loop.
At least you didn't say he was obsessed with this podcast, because...
podcast?
I'm a responsible parent. I don't let my children listen to this podcast.
Speaking of responsible parents, this is Nick.
This is Rob.
This is Joe.
Welcome to Keeping Up with the Cardassians. We are on the Odd Pod Media Network. We indeed are.
A member.
We are a member of that
the
network.
Odd Pods Media.
And we are welcoming you to this podcast today. We have 2 episodes to review today. Favor the Bold, Part 5. And Sacrifice of Angels, Part 6. Though Wikipedia actually says Favor the Bold, it says that episode's Part 1 of 2. Because it says Sacrifice of Angels. So anyways, we're
yes, because technically it is. It's the only... So, you guys were saying that this was a 6-part
But those
arc.
are the only 2 that interconnect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that was the only ones that were like, to be continued.
Right, exactly.
And then they're like, here's the other episode.
It's like
with
a
different
6-part mini-series with a 2-parter built into it. Is kind of what it is. So anyways, we're going to review Star Trek Deep Space Nine, those 2 episodes. They're Season 6, Episodes 5 and 6. That's the second half of the show. We're going to review those. Today we got some things to do. We got to talk about what's going on in media. There's a lot that happened over this past week, at least I think. I don't know. We didn't talk about it before.
No, not at all.
But we also have a Jameson orange liqueur in front of us that we are going to test taste live on air for your viewer pleasure.
Yes.
Or listening pleasure is more like it. So yeah, we're going to do all of that today. But first of all, we're going to start with a topic that Rob really wants to talk about. I'm just going to get it out of the way now. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Let me know when you guys are done.
That Obi-Wan Kenobi. So, I know you're not a Star Wars guy, but here's the thing. That trailer started, and it started off with, I think, Battle of the Heroes, and it phased into Duel of the Fates. Like, it combined those 2 together, and those songs are fire. John Williams is just such an incredible composer, and you don't have to even like Star Wars to really enjoy Duel of the Fates.
Duel of the Fates is an all-time great composition.
It really is. Do you know what Duel of the Fates is? Oh, if you heard it, you know it.
I think you do know the song.
I probably know it, but if you ask me off the top of my head, I'm not going to.
I don't think you know it by name.
So you wouldn't know it by name, but you would know it if you heard it. But anyways, the trailer was just freaking incredible.
Who thinks of Star Wars music as hype music? Because Duel of the Fates is a dope hype song.
Oh wait, that's not coming in through here, is it?
No, it's not.
Darn it!
No, it is
not. I tried it, and I failed. I let you all
hear
down.
A little bit in the background.
Yeah, but
Nick failed with technology.
I know.
So anyways, Duel of the Fates being hype music is accurate.
Oh yeah.
And check it out. I can try it again. See, this is Duel of the Fates. Let me skip ahead.
Oh yeah, that part.
Yeah, this is Duel of the Fates, and it's intense.
It really is.
But this is part of the trailer, and then you got the battle. So Duel of the Fates was in the first movie, where Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn fights Darth Maul over...
Oh, the second first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over Anakin Skywalker. And then Battle of the Heroes, which is in there, was from the third movie, which was between the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan, because spoiler alert, Anakin went to the dark side. And he became Darth Vader.
What? Don't ruin it for me.
Man.
They have a tease of Luke in there, like, pretending he's pod racing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was freaking great. A tie back. Wouldn't it be funny if he's watching old videos of his dad and he doesn't even realize it's his dad? Like watching old podcasts.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
No idea what's going on.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. They have the Inquisitors in there, which look incredible. There's Darth Vader's going to be in there.
Everything. It looks. When does it drop? When does
May 24th?
Is it this year?
Oh, isn't it the anniversary?
Anniversary of the first appearance of Obi-Wan Kenobi, or basically the first movie, right?
Oh, okay.
So
we just get to May,
right? Like, you know what's so funny is there was a point in my life I remember when they were releasing these big movies, and I think it was after the third Lord of the Rings movie came out, Return of the King. And I'm like, they are never going to get me hyped up for a movie like that ever again. And they continue to find ways to do it. including the Batman, which
So now we've seen the Batman twice now.
We've seen the Batman twice, both times together.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we love each other.
We did. Yeah. I was throwing popcorn at Joe and his son the whole movie.
Were you?
They were.
Yeah. And
I was raging inside.
You should have been, because those poor theater people have to clean it up.
I know.
It wasn't a lot.
That's a dick move.
It was just a little bit of popcorn.
Oh, and I heard them snickering and laughing about it.
Oh.
They thought they were funny.
Oh, we did. And here's the best part about what Joe did, because my wife even commented. She's like, Joe must know you well, because he's just completely ignoring you, because he knows if he gives you attention, it's going to make it worse.
Yeah, I've learned.
And it worked. I gave up after a minute, because I wasn't getting what I wanted.
He was in the Batman zone.
I was ready. I wanted to see that title screen again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so
I love how it took up the whole fucking screen. Like the whole screen, the Batman.
And there was no audio, there was nothing over it. It was just boom.
Yeah.
And then Ave Maria comes in.
So I know we did our full review episode where we reviewed it for the
whole
start to finish,
50 minutes.
Yeah. Is there any, after seeing it a second time and kind of interacting with the rest of the world who has seen it and reading about it and everybody's take on it, is there anything that you would walk back anything that you maybe have softened on your opinion?
So spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Batman, you should probably skip the next 5 minutes of this conversation.
Yep.
Spoiler. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The tease of the Joker, in hindsight,
I'm telling you,
it didn't fit. That scene in general did not fit.
It was out of place.
I agree.
And I think it's because there was another clip initially put in there with him talking to that character. Batman goes and visits him. He profiles him to get a profile of the Riddler. And
is that what the rumor is?
They cut, yes. And it's not a rumor. Matt Reeves fully admitted it. They have another clip with him meeting Proto-Joker, like the.
So I still think it was out of place.
I do too. I think if you're going to cut the clip of Batman talking to the inmate, then you got to cut the rest of it, because it just like you said, it seemed out of context.
It's out of context. It was cartoony. It was over the top.
It did seem the rest of the film was pretty serious, but it didn't take itself too. It didn't go over the top with taking itself too seriously. I thought it did a good job of maintaining a little bit of self-awareness.
Yeah.
And that last scene just didn't. It felt like it just felt like it was out of a different movie.
Yeah.
The tone of that one scene was way different.
You know, and I read this one review. It was on IGN, and it was an unpopular opinion. It said Matt Reeves' final act of the film betrays its ambitions. The fourth act shifted, which it did kind of shift. You know, with that, once the bombs went off and Batman in the stadium, and the Riddler now trying to kill the mayor, who was innocent. She was good. She had done nothing wrong. And it wasn't the Riddler, it was his people.
But
right?
but he was the whole time talking about the mayor, that she's just another liar.
Yeah.
And so he didn't have the evidence on her, but he just assumed that she wants to do good, which is what the Wayne said, which is what all these politicians said.
Right.
So she's just another piece
of
to wipe out.
Yeah.
Because she was a liar.
Yeah.
That's maybe why he liked the Batman so much, because the Batman never said he was trying to do good. He never said much of anything.
He's vengeance.
Yeah, he just went there and whooped some ass.
Well, and
who doesn't want to do that?
Right.
Amen to that.
So this opinion has a point, but then it also doesn't all at the same time, because at one point it says Batman actually fails in this movie. He fails as a detective and protector of Gotham. And really, it's true. Think about it. He's supposed to stop all these murders. He doesn't stop a single one of them. The Riddler's able to blow up the seawalls.
Yeah.
A lot of people died that night, probably from those seawalls collapsing. So he kind of failed, but they never make him reckon with that failing, which I get that he failed because he's in his second year, he's learning, he's growing, and the Riddler is...
Plus, there was a lot going on for the poor guy.
There was a lot going on.
They never make him reckon with it. Do they want to tack on another 25 minutes to this film?
Yeah, but then they said their problem is Alfred absolves Thomas of guilt for the journalist's death, only a scene after Falcone implies it was Thomas's fault.
I thought that part of the storyline played itself out too quickly.
Yep, they're right back to each other. Yeah, it was.
There was no time for the viewer to kind of absorb and digest what Falcone just mentioned and kind of piece it together, and then you cut to Alfred just being like, yeah, he was a good dude, and just absolving him completely of it. And it's like,
he was a good man who made a
that.
bad decision, right? It was his whole point, which I don't
one?
know. Does a good man still go up to a mobster and say, rough him up? I don't know about that.
I mean, yeah, not really. I mean, you kind of know what, it's like a, I know but I don't know sort of thing.
Then again, what wouldn't you do for someone you love deeply? Like, this was his wife who was going to... But that, okay, I'm already arguing with myself because that information was going to come out sooner or later that she was in and out of Arkham. Like, that was going to come out sooner or later for Martha Wayne. So, be ahead of it. Admit it ahead of time. But,
I think a lot of what these people... I mean, I know we're nitpicking a fictional character, but I think a lot of people in politics and politicians and people in that realm are afraid of being honest and being human, humanizing yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because, if someone is in and out of rehab or in and out of a mental facility or therapy or whatever, just address it. Humanize yourself. Exactly. There are other people who are going through something similar, and you can connect with somebody, and it just kind of makes you a bit more genuine and approachable.
Well, and that being said, I think
grounds you.
We're kind of harsh on celebrities, sometimes warranted. But you look at like a Ben Affleck, who's been in and out of substance abuse, rehab, and things like that. They don't let the guy, be. Let him rehab. Part of that rehab is trying to, get to know yourself.
Right. You got people chasing him around with cameras.
Yeah, or that's just an example, but there's more of that.
Or
Lindsay Lohan back in the day.
I was going to say
a few years ago.
Yeah, or what was her name? Man, she totally went off the deep end of
I just said Britney Spears.
No, Britney Spears did, but there's another
Amanda
one.
Bynes?
Amanda Bynes.
Oh, Amanda Bynes.
Mm-hmm.
A severe mental illness issue.
Very much so.
And she was on the news every single frickin' day. I think it's actually harsher for women than men. I actually think Ben Affleck kind of got a pass compared to other people.
It's definitely harder for women.
And because Ben Affleck's was mainly alcohol, drugs, and women was his big problem.
The big three.
Yeah.
Well, look at what Kanye West is doing right now.
Yeah.
If that was a woman, it would be.
They'd be done.
Essentially what Kanye West is right now is what Britney Spears was in 2003, 2004, whatever the year
except for Kanye, has been years of it where Britney was like one really bad year.
Yeah.
To support your statement, what the hell's going on with Kanye West?
He's just...
I have no idea.
Well, him and Kim split, and she's now dating Pete Davidson, and he can't...
Wouldn't that push over the edge too?
First of all,
he released a music video of like him killing a Pete Davidson lookalike, and he's...
But I mean, he obviously has mental illness.
Yeah.
He is a narcissist. I think he's, I think he's a bit of a sociopath. He has access to just about everything too, which is scary for somebody who has all that going on.
Right.
And he's like, he's making not threats, but almost threats thinly veiled threats on other people's lives.
There's therapy for him.
But I mean, but to Nick's point, Kanye West versus like 03, 04 Britney Spears, they're comparable, but not in like duration. It's been years, and nobody says anything to him.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy what Kanye can get away with. And I want to say that's because Kanye was still producing music at his height, but so was Britney at that time. She was still releasing really great music.
Yeah, she
by
was.
pop standards, by Britney standards.
I would argue that Kanye West is way past his.
I haven't enjoyed Kanye West music in a long time.
The last Kanye West album that I liked was Yeezus.
Yeezus?
Yeah.
What's happening? What's happening?
I got a hot take for you.
Oh my gosh! He wants the hot take page. You got to prepare me for these things. I don't even know where the hot take is.
No, you do it after you say it, man.
I'm over this.
Did we decide on that?
Seriously, you have to say the hot take, and if it's a hot take, you hit the button.
That's fair.
If it's not a hot take, you just look at him like he's an idiot.
All right, man the button.
I've never liked Kanye West music, ever.
That's not a hot take.
Yeah, that's not a hot take.
Well, you just hit the button, so it was.
Yeah. Damn you.
That's a hot take.
Hot take. Nick isn't really that bad with running the board.
That is a hot take.
That's a hot take.
That is a
That's
hot
a hot take.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
Just kidding, Nick.
Nah.
But no, I mean, I don't begrudge anybody for not liking Kanye West's music. I mean, it's,
Not for everybody, just like anything.
yeah. I mean, I think everything, just about everything up to Yeezus was really good.
Okay.
After that, I think is not so good. Not so good, and that's kind of the era of mental instability for him. And I think it's it's reflected in the music too. The music becomes more erratic and like inconsistent. I think the music, his albums kind of follow the same pattern of his mental stability, in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Who knew we would be talking Kanye West?
Kanye West
Yeah,
and
exactly.
mental health issues. Other things from this week. Here's a smooth transition from mental health issues. Q is having some issues.
Yeah, man, he's not cute.
He's on Hinge. So remember Q
Picard,
from
right?
Yeah. He's in, remember Q from Deep Space Nine where he's doing the boxing match with Cisco and
I
Cisco
remember that.
punches him and he's like, oh my gosh. Now imagine Q unloading on Picard. Woo-hoo!
Old man Picard.
Whips him. And Picard's like, dude, something's wrong with you.
Wasn't it a backhand too? Like a straight
It was
backhand?
a backhand. Like the
Man.
guy snapped. He was fine, and then he snapped, and then so something's clearly wrong with Q, which is part of the issue with this episode.
You didn't say spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoiler
I'll put
alert.
spoilers in our wrap up or whatever. I thought episode 2 of this was significantly better than episode 1. I enjoyed episode 1. I know you didn't because of the Borg.
I didn't enjoy the ending.
But I like how they're not what they're doing with the Borg Queen on this one. That was kind of cool. Like,
Here's for the Borg.
here's my
Borging.
Thank you.
Here's my theory. In the very first episode, they did not show the Borg Queen's face.
Correct.
There's a significance to that. I bet you it's the Doctor character,
Oh, okay.
like from the future, from like a splintered future. She's coming back.
I gotcha.
Because even the Borg ship was different than a typical Borg.
Yeah, it's
She
a
looked
paradox
different.
type of thing.
Yeah. So
Joe knows what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
there was a skull of Dukat in there,
And Martok.
and Martok,
And
and
allegedly,
a Ferengi.
Yeah, they're
the
saying
Grand
the
Nagus. Yeah, Grand Nagus, which I could buy that.
which
Hey, look, they're
Other-
giving Deep Space Nine a little bit of.
total lip
They,
service.
they referenced an Admiral Cisco. There was a reference to a Colonel O'Brien in the.
Oh, was I didn't catch that part.
It was just on her screen.
See, man,
Yeah,
that's
see,
just like,
it's-
wait a second, let's just give him just the tip.
Yeah.
Not even the tip, just the tip
No, it's
of
not
the
even
tip
the
of
tip.
the
Yeah.
tip
It's not even.
of Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
No.
it is weird how they don't give it any props whatsoever. Every single
They
character-
never. There's. I mean, who the hell am I to talk? But from everything I've ever seen, they never like significantly reference or intertwine Deep Space Nine into anything.
It really seems that
It's
way.
always these little nuggets, these little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
They're not even like full on like nods or anything. They're just these little Easter eggs you gotta know to know.
Right.
You gotta catch it.
Oh, Dukat, we know that name.
Isn't it kind of cool though that Dukat was, because in this they dropped the nugget that Dukat was the one who made it so Picard had to get a synthetic body, because
Yep.
Picard isn't even a human anymore. He was a robot, which is dumb.
hate that
But
part
it was
season one.
Dukat who took him down. So Dukat obviously did something good. So you got to give it to Dukat. And actually, by the end of this week's episode, this week, I bet we felt a little bit bad for Dukat.
Did we?
At the end of the episode, I did.
Did we?
I think so, to an extent. Anyways,
Well, you'll have to listen to the second half of the show to find out.
oh goodness. But I thought it was I enjoyed it. I would say it's better. It's definitely better than Discovery. I wouldn't say it's better than Enterprise. It's better than Next Generation. Not Next Generation, Voyager.
Jesus, that's like the next generation. What?
Oh, significantly
That's a-
better than next.
take.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot ass take.
Yeah.
It would be really a hot take. So
That would be a hot take.
Oh, should we say speaking of Next Generation?
Kinda. I mean, it's
Is it too early
Is
for
it
that?
not set in stone?
It's not set in stone,
Okay,
but,
we're not-
there is something afoot in the Keeping Up with the Cardassian studios.
There is something, and if I would have a sound clip to tease what it could be, but but I'm not going to do it.
No.
You because you know what sound clip.
I know exactly what sound clip you're. I'm pretty sure we shouldn't use that sound clip or mention that at all.
At all.
No.
Ever.
Not once.
Nope. No.
He has to hate that.
He does have to hate that.
I'm sure.
That's why we're saying no.
Yeah, don't do it.
Wouldn't it have shocked you if it was a totally different clip? Like it was from the episode where he was in the academy and he was covering for his friends who did some terrible thing?
It wasn't that.
Yes, it was.
Or just some innocuous off, like sideline or something.
Or it was like a small audio bit from a book on tape that he
Or Big
did.
Bang Theory.
Yeah. So, anyways, hopefully we'll get you some news on that in the
there should
coming
be
days, the weeks ahead.
some big news coming up soon.
Hopefully. So,
Hopefully this week, right?
Yeah.
hopefully, we'll see. We'll see.
Hold on, let me check my email live on air.
Don't do that.
Exciting. I'll zoom up on it.
Do what Nick does.
Oh, you know what? Nick can do it and talk at the same time.
I can do it and talk at the same. I'm doing it and talking at the same time right now.
Yeah, but are you even listening to me?
I am listening to you.
He's
You just said,
responding, so obviously-
are you even listening to me? Okay.
Yeah,
I have nothing. I have nothing to announce.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's
Damn it.
okay. That's okay.
That's all right.
Cool.
I don't want to hear it anyway.
It would have been cool if I was an email.
Oh, by the way,
By the way,
in real time. Technically, it wouldn't be real time though, because we would air this episode
Right.
On Monday.
So there's that. Anything else that has come up on your radar this week, gentlemen?
I thought it was a pretty quiet week overall.
yeah, I was engrossed in the Rada Alada website.
That's a good, yeah.
Did it reach
Bad.
100%
It
yet?
did reach 100%.
What did they reveal?
I haven't not opened it yet, so I don't know. Well, I couldn't open it on my phone, so I was going to go to the computer.
It revealed. I don't know. It's just something cryptic about what's next.
Oh, there's
Like
more
the-
in there.
Yeah, but there's a link to some files that have pictures.
Oh, so it's another thing you
yeah.
gotta break down.
Which-
on.
Yeah, one of our listeners, Jason, sent me a couple of them.
Yeah,
So I haven't, it's on my phone.
which
so.
I have to say, kind of the way that they're engrossing you in this film, like afterwards, I really like that. It like keeps it on your mind, like the website that they reference in the movie is a real website, and they're giving you more content beyond the film. I appreciate that.
One thing, I'm kind of surprised more of these movies don't do that, because I don't know if you remember when The Dark Knight was coming out, how much material was out there before, support Harvey Dent, and there's all kinds of material out there beforehand hyping up the movie, and it obviously worked.
Oh, that's what it is. It's all the I went to the website. It's all the press clippings and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to have a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, if you look through them.
It's just extra
My daughter
stuff. It's really cool.
My daughter decoded the phrase too, so
Very
Yeah.
nice.
yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I like how they're engrossing you in
The world.
in the world.
I'm surprised there's not more of that kind of marketing out there before things.
Man, look at the Riddler, how he's staring down the Wayne family. Whew. He wants him dead. Poor Bruce.
Poor Bruce.
Bruce Wayne?
Are you guys going to see it a third time in the theater?
No. Because it's coming out.
Maybe.
It's coming out in like
I
a
probably
month.
will.
I'm seeing it next Friday with somebody.
Are you really?
Well, I'm kind of like the Batman horror, because people are like, "Can I go see this movie?" And will you go?
I mean,
That makes sense.
when is it streaming? 4/19 or 4/20? I think it's 4/19. I think it's April 19th. It's on streaming, and I was saying to my son about how I want to see it in 4K, because for whatever reason I feel like you lose a little resolution
I don't
even
wanna do
in the
streaming
theater.
4K, though.
No, June 24th or 27th I
Comes
think
out.
is the physical copy.
Yeah.
Which will be a day one 4K Blu-ray buy.
I'm gonna pre-order that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Amazon.
I've stopped with buying physical
Oh,
media. I don't know why.
For
because
a
I love
good
it.
home theater experience, there's nothing like a physical 4K release.
I would agree.
100%. It
It-
is.
Even if you have the internet to stream 4K, a hard disk, a copy of it, it blows it away.
Easily.
Plus, you get lossless audio. You get all of everything.
Yeah, it's a different ballgame.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm just too cheap these days. What can I say?
If you buy it online, you buy a physical disc. It's the same thing.
I don't even buy it online. I
No.
just stream it through like HBO Max or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
There's
HBO
certain
Max
ways I
4K
buy.
is not really 4K because
There's
it's,
Netflix. There is any of this. Voodoo, all that.
Netflix is going to $20, man.
What?
$20 a month.
Didn't they just raise the price like 3 months ago?
Yeah, to $12.99, and they're going to $19.99. I might have to make some decisions here soon. Because I don't got that Hulu money.
You don't have that Hulu Live money?
No, I do have that Hulu Live money. I got Hulu Live. But like Hulu Live, Netflix, Paramount, HBO Max.
You know what they're doing? They're laughing at us right now because...
We're paying more than we used to.
Right, because like a decade ago, everyone was like, I'm cutting the cord. I'm cutting the cord. And they're like, what are we going to do? Now, fast forward 10 years later, and they're counting their money and laughing at us.
And they're like, what are you going to do? Yeah. What are you going to go back on the cord? You don't get as much media on the cord
anymore. We're going to
anymore.
cut the Wi-Fi signal now.
We're going to put up lead walls.
Yeah. Oh,
Superman can't
laughing
see.
all the way to the bank.
Oh, gosh. I wonder if...
Are you not going to watch Cobra Kai? Come on.
I know. They got me with Cobra Kai.
Here's what's going to happen, though. In 20 years... Netflix will have bought most of these streaming providers, and it will be its own cable network, anyways. Like what goes around comes around. It's just gonna, it's just gonna become the same thing again.
You know, man, I just got this new service. It's called Cable, man.
It hooks up directly through your wall. It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
No Wi-Fi needed.
All right, there's one more important thing we got to do.
What's that?
Before we take
my sweatshirt.
Well, yeah, he's rocking this Bush Cheney.
So I went to the thrift store the other day, and this was staring me in the face.
Yeah.
And I posted a picture of it, and I said, let's play a game. It's called Did I or Didn't I Buy This at the Thrift Store?
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
For $4, $4.
It's a nice sweatshirt.
It is nice.
It looks of good quality.
It is nice. And I have a sweatshirt that says Bush on it now.
That's pretty cool. But it also has Cheney on there.
I know. It should say Bush Dick.
Mm.
They should have used his first name.
That would have been pretty cool.
Bush Dick. 04.
Yeah.
Would you trade Biden for Bush?
I would trade... yes and no. There's some things... it's kind of hard to overlook the war crimes aspect of the Bush presidency.
Okay. How about this? Would you trade Biden for George W. Bush currently?
Yes.
Because I think he's really softened and become a bit more.
He's a moderate.
Yeah, a bit more of a moderate
Totally.
And somebody who
I would love a moderate president.
has learned from being president.
Yeah, he's grown as an individual, as a human being.
I think he has too.
George Bush in 2002, no, not so much, but George Bush now. But maybe that's rose-colored glasses because we see where politics are going.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Can you imagine being at a place of employment where they're like, we're only going to hire you if you're from the ages of 75 to 85. That is the only people we're hired because they are the most qualified. They have the highest mental capability. Like, that's what we do in our freaking country.
I know.
Here's an 80-year-old man. Let's put him in office. Dude wears diapers. No offense to diaper wearers. Because I've told you in the past episodes, I can't wait for that day.
Diaper wearers, are you speaking for necessity or pleasure?
I'll leave it to your imagination.
Yeah. You go with it how you want.
If you cannot control your bladder, you should not be able to control nuclear codes anymore.
That's true.
That's ableism. I get it. I'm sorry. I take it back.
It's out there.
It's out there. It's out in the open. Let's stop electing old white men to office because they don't care about anyone but their old white people problems. He's probably angry he cannot find MASH on PBS.
No, he's looking to get Walker
PBS.
Texas.
I don't know.
He's looking to get Walker Texas Ranger rebooted.
He's like, what the heck is Pluto?
It's already rebooted.
Yeah, it is.
Again.
Okay.
Again, with the original Walker.
It's not Walker Texas Ranger.
Has what's his name? The guy who played Walker Texas Ranger.
Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris, is he doing anything these days?
Meme. He's a meme.
He's a lot of memes.
I wonder what he looks like today.
Does that smell good?
Yeah, it smells. So, anyways.
So this is Irish whiskey, Jameson.
Orange.
Orangin.
Oh my God.
Hopefully, keep filling the air with talk because
Yeah.
All right, so. Oh my God, that smells good.
It smells like a creamsicle.
My boss was.
It smells even better than a creamsicle.
is raving about this, so he bought us all a bottle to try.
You know what it smells
and
like?
I thought, what better?
I can tell you exactly what it smells
with these cats.
Orange Gatorade.
Oh, it does. Okay, here
It
we go.
does, yeah.
It is orange
I'm not
Gatorade.
going to shoot.
On the
Are we
nose,
shooting it or are we...
Salute. Yeah. No, we're not shooting
We
it.
gotta sip it because
Well, let's sip it. Take a sip. We're gonna sip test.
Cheers,
this.
ladies.
Yeah.
Cheers.
There's
We're
more
gonna sip
bottles
test this.
to
Here
go
we go.
holy crap,
Oh my gosh, that's dangerous. Oh, that's smooth.
that's smooth as hell.
Okay.
Citrusy.
So on the smelling it, it's 100% orange Gatorade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not orange Gatorade taste.
Not on the taste. The taste is there's a medicine. There is a medicine. There is a medicine. I don't know the name of it. Oh, it reminds me of childhood. There's a childhood medicine that you take. Oh, man.
Metamucil?
No,
I don't think that's childhood.
man.
Is it? What is Metamucil for?
I don't know.
Okay, so the medicine is. I'm picturing it now. I think it's pink and almost a creamy pink type of medicine. Do you taste
Are you
it?
talking about
Pepto-Bismol?
Pepto-Bismol?
No.
That's good. Oh, that's good, folks.
That is really good.
I know
Oh,
you're
man.
totally not interested in listening to us
Oh.
taste test alcohol.
I can see it.
But- Jameson Orange. That's legit.
That is legit.
So what?
Oh wait, what's the rating? Is Jameson good or not? Jameson Orange.
Excellent. I don't think that was a hot take.
That's not a hot take.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so out of 10, what are we going to rate Jameson Orange?
Ooh,
The initial thoughts, it smells really good.
It smells good as hell.
amazing. I don't think it tastes quite as good as it smells.
but it's smooth as hell.
I would
But it
agree
is-
with
it is
that.
smooth. It is
It's
smooth.
not. Yes, I would agree with that. It's good. It's
I'm
good.
going to give it. I'm going to give it a 7. I'll give it a 7.
I'll give it a.
On its own, I think it has potential for 8 or 9.
You put one of those vials in
in
there,
the
something
right
like
in the
that?
right
You
mix.
put some club soda with this bad boy. Put some ice in there. That'd be a nice, tasty, refreshing drink.
That's a spring summer drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I drink anything year round.
But I mean, there are certain drinks that taste and have a heaviness to it. That's more of a winter solitude drink.
Fair enough.
She's so heavy. Sorry,
It's a good
you
song.
said. Yeah, it is. And the Across the Universe version of it isn't fantastic.
Yeah, you showed us that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie, but
It's
you
worth
showed us
seeing.
that
It's
scene.
worth seeing at least once. All right,
That's
gentlemen.
fair. That is good. That is good.
Well, shall we finish this? Shall we go to a commercial break and finish our drink?
Why not?
Let's do it. Hear this advertisement from Super Media Bros. We'll be right back. All right.
God. There is a medicine. I can't think of it. Maybe it's just
I don't
something
know.
I had. Maybe it's just something I had in my childhood.
If you get one of those Miles and put some more orange in there, that'd be amazing.
A glass with that, some ice and an orange slice.
Way to talk during the commercial break, Rob.
Well, did you not have me on mute?
Your voice is so strong it unmuted the button.
That's
It
not true at all.
overpowered the button. So I apologize for that.
Sorry, Super Media Bros.
Sorry, Super
I
Media
think, I
Bros.
think
They're
this-
reviewing the Batman this week. They did last week.
their episode came out today,
yeah.
which is Saturday.
Yeah, so I'm
Go
trying to
listen to their review too. I know we kind of interacted on Twitter a little bit, and he said I forget who runs their account, but they said that they were wondering how our views would line up. They were nervous, and I was like, okay.
Like, what do you mean?
That's what I was kind of scared. Like, did they hate it, or but then I
hated it. I'll listen
but I
to
think-
it on the way home today.
but no, I think they line up sort of similarly with our views.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah,
What network are they on?
the Odd Pods Media Network.
Never heard of it.
No,
So did they?
is it the
I see what you
Battlestar
did.
Galactica of?
Every time you say that,
Jesus
I-
Christ.
it's hard for me.
Hand check.
I'm gonna need some personal space, ladies and gentlemen. I love that song. Like, I don't even care.
It's perfect for the content,
It
too.
is. It's perfect for anything.
Yeah.
When you just say anything and you just push that button and it makes it it just turns it into a sexual comment.
Joe, you look good today.
Thank you. I like that you only get through half of the first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I know exactly. That's it. That's it. Oh gosh, the
What are
other
we
day
talking-
I went to drive my car, and the carburetor was clogged up.
What? You successfully disproved what I just said.
Exactly.
The other day, I went to sit at my table, and it was all sticky.
Better.
Because you just had pancakes?
Oh, yeah. Yes, and I had syrup all over my hands. See, that worked.
Oh, yeah, that worked.
It does work, yeah.
Totally redeemed yourself.
Yeah.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, 2 episodes we got to review for you today. We have Favor the Bold and Sacrifice of Angels. This one's kind of, it's a 2-parter, but should we just review it all as one? This isn't
You know I'm already frustrated, right?
I know you are. Wait, hold on. All right.
I have to release some tension.
I guess we could do them. All right, we're going to do these episodes one at a time.
I want to do them both together.
Okay. Anyways, we're moving on from that. So Cisco decides he's going to retake Deep Space Nine. That was Batman. That doesn't.
I know. That's what the sound I make when that other music starts.
And Cisco needs help. He needs other forces. The Federation are scared to give out forces, so are the Klingons. So he decides he's going to have to probably do this alone. Meanwhile, Rom's going to go up for execution. They're trying to talk into Odo to save him, but Odo's too busy with that Great Link to do anything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
And actually, at one point, they decide to try out
Human style.
Yeah. So, anyways, while that happens, Kira says,
You're rock solid.
Kira tries to get Tora to bail out Rom, but Dukat says no. Tora's Ziel. Yeah. Dumar says that they're going to eliminate the minefield, and all of a sudden now Cisco has to take his forces. So they head towards the Deep Space Nine, outnumbered 2-1. End of the first episode.
Okay, so we're doing them one by one.
Yeah, I think there's enough to do.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is there? I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Because I think they obviously they're 2 separate episodes, but I think they hold their own on their own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, comic book ratings rated Favor the Bold with Sacrifices Angels as the 3rd best multi-episode story arc of all Star Trek.
Wow.
Yeah. I would say this is a good story arc.
I would say so.
So let's start.
Is that 1 through 6?
I think
the
it's
6
last
or the last 2?
Last 2.
Okay.
Last 2.
Yeah.
You cats really liked the first 2 of the series, though, especially the first episode.
Yeah, I thought now that we've done all 6, I think all 6 was a nice sub story arc.
I meant to air it, done all 6, and then it just didn't work out. Sorry, I let you down. Whew. I let you down.
All right.
So,
yeah, what did you say? 3rd best multi-show story arc of all Star Trek?
Of all Star Trek, yeah.
Wow.
But then again, Star Trek, well, I bet Best of Both Worlds was number 1. It's got to be.
Are there a lot of multi-episode arcs?
There's always a 2-parter in Next Generation at the beginning of the season and a cliffhanger at the end of the season.
That's cheating.
And then this one, I mean, you've been through DS9. I think there's always one a season for Voyager as well.
I think so. Oh, no. Actually, number 2 is the Best of Both Worlds in their rating. Multi-episode arcs. And then number 1, the last 7 episodes of DS9.
Was it part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, and part 7?
It's actually named last 7 episodes of Deep Space Nine, episode 1.
I'm fine with it. As long as it's that episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and not 7 different names.
It's 7 different names.
Son of a bitch.
They put Enterprise as number 4 in Amir Darkly. Ugh.
No.
Near universe things are fine, but like
search, man.
Chain of Command is up there. All Good Things is up there.
All Good Things is the best.
Day of the Warrior, Scorpion, Unification. Ooh, In Purgatory Shadow by Inferno's Light.
Good one.
Yeah, Equinox, that was good. Where's Year of Hell? There it is, 13 out of 20. No, that's top 5, baby, for Voyager. Anyways, not important. Moving back on to this episode.
First, Nick.
So first things
Nick
first,
reads the internet.
Let's talk about Odo.
Yes, let's talk about Odo.
Let's talk about Odo. Where are we? Keep the second episode out of this.
Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of pissed off at Odo right now.
Kind of.
Like, very pissed off.
And he goes to apologize to Kira, and she's like, "We're past that, or I can't."
Yeah, we're way past.
Yeah, we're way past. He says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
Yes.
She goes, "We're way
all
past."
All this time, he's chasing her down. All this time, and all he has to say is, "I'm sorry." Like, bro,
man's a fucking poet.
Like
you don't even know it.
Yeah,
I get wanting to, being very curious about.
Oh sure.
Where he comes from and all that. I understand that, but what do we wait? But fucking with me. But you missed an opportunity to push the button after that. But no.
I mean, that could work.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, but. Oh man, I'm just gonna.
I think this one loses a little bit if you don't not watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, now I'm blocking everything.
Yeah, you are. I don't even know that.
I mean,
you can make anything dirty though if you just respond to it in the proper manner.
If someone says anything, all you have to do is says, "Yeah, you do," like that immediately dirties it up.
Yep.
And then if you are walking around with your own soundboard, you just
that would be pretty. Can you imagine that?
That'd be fantastic.
Just on your phone.
Yeah.
Play it after you hear somebody.
Wait, hold on. Face unlock. Yeah. Pull up the app. So Odo, to me,
I feel like I had a point at going, but
you did.
No. Yeah. So I understand feeling like you want to connect with the founders and where you come from and the Great Link, all that stuff, but he is just outright abandoning everybody.
Everybody.
Like everybody.
So I was thinking about this with Odo. How is this? So Leslie and I were having this conversation with our son the other day because he's going through middle school right now, and when people get new friends, all of a sudden they abandon their old friends, and it's just dead to them. Or like in high school when someone starts dating someone else, all of a sudden like that's their whole world. They can't even realize what they've left behind, and I think that's part of it here with Odo. He can't even he's got no peripheral vision here. He's single visioned. He's never been part of the Great Link. Like he's so
getting the link all the time.
He is.
He got a taste of the link. Now it's all consuming.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, you want to link up? You want to link?
You want to link? You want to link?
Link right now?
Let's do this.
Oh no, we linked 5 minutes ago. I'm ready to link now.
So, but what he's doing isn't so far out of the realm of humanity. I mean, we do this kind of stuff all the time. Like we get so focused on one thing. Now the question is, would we abandon our friends in times of need?
As an adult in this situation, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, in this situation, I could not see that happening. But is Odo really a fully aware adult, right? Like, we've had time to learn who we are. We know we're humans. We know what that means to be human. Odo doesn't know what it means to be a changeling. He's still trying to figure out what he is. So, I mean,
he's a grown
I don't want to give him a pass, but at the same time,
I feel like he does kind of know, but
yeah, I mean, I don't know, because he's like, wait, 3 days have passed? The guy doesn't know even how time works when he's in the Great Link.
This Odo 2.0 is, or 3, I guess it would be 3.0, right?
Is the link really that encompassing, or is she manipulating him? She's got to be manipulating him.
I think there's some of both.
I don't know if it's even full-blown manipulation, though, because is it the second episode where they make the comment about good job distracting...
He said full-blown.
No, it was in this episode about good job distracting Odo, and she snapped at him about that. Oh, to Wayun. She snapped at him about that. Like, he is a changeling. I'm not distracting him. I'm helping him realize who he is.
See, I think she's saying that in her head, but in all reality, there's got to be some...
Is this kind of like Kai Wynn?
Yes, I was just about to say this smells a little bit like Kai Wynn.
You know what? For as evil as she is, though, she doesn't strike me as pure evil like Kai Wynn does.
Who, the founder?
The founder.
I want to eliminate all salads, but not as bad as...
She doesn't want to eliminate all salads. She wants them to be subjugated. She wants to subjugate them. There's a big difference.
They want to eradicate all... Well, that's the second episode, but eradicate everybody on Earth.
Well, I mean, who doesn't? sometimes.
Well,
Yeah.
now,
Hot take.
yeah.
The 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
How many 5-year-olds could Odo fight?
Oh, Odo would take 2, maybe.
Especially right now.
Oh yeah, if with the founder around 1, that kid
With
that
the founder
beaten up
around 0,
Yeah.
the kid would just have...
that 5-year-old that's been beating up teachers that we read about, that kid would whoop on Odo.
I love how we talk about it on air and we get sent that article. The answer is 1.
Yeah.
The answer is 1.
Well, and the only reason the answer is 1 is because we can't fight back because there's a stigma of hitting children.
Apparently it's wrong to
Right.
punch a child.
Apparently it's wrong to bring it up on the air, too.
I know.
Yeah, wow. Anyways, Odo, dirtbag.
Yeah, he's a total dickbag in this.
Yeah.
Kira,
Right.
I'm totally on Team Kira here.
Yep.
Like,
She's-
Odo should be dead
her
to you
anger,
right now.
her anger and her feeling of betrayal and all of that is well-founded and justified, and I would be just as pissed off.
Well, and also think about it from her perspective. She went through this entire occupation, and died and watched some of her great friends die because they were loyal to the bitter end. And here's Odo abandoning the first chance he can get when he can get that boon.
And they
He said poon.
It's not wrong, right?
it's not wrong. It's just
I've heard that term in
No.
forever.
No.
The 80s wants the terms back.
I
Yep.
know.
Terms back.
I know.
Um,
I'm sorry. I'm very out of date on my tunes.
But
Turns. Freaking A.
what percentage alcohol is
I
this?
know.
96%. Holy sh-
Holy crap! You're bleeding out your nose.
But no, because they, Odo and Kira started that resistance
Together.
right? Together. And obviously Kira is all in. She's pushed her chips all in the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm.
And here's Odo, like, he doesn't even know what cards he has.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even playing the same game.
And he's responsible for when their friend's going to get executed soon.
And
I
doesn't
know.
seem to
And doesn't
care.
care.
No.
Yeah, it's not even
Doesn't
doesn't
seem to care.
seem to care. He doesn't
And I'll
care.
talk more about that in the second episode, but he
Yeah.
doesn't seem to give a damn.
Because when Kira even has this conversation with him, and she's like, "Well, I don't understand because I'm a
I'm
solid,"
solid, I don't know
and
the
he's
difference.
like, "Well," and he's basically about to be like, "Yeah, you don't," but it's like, come on, man, death is death, life is life. That's the same for a changeling as it is for a solid. So, shut up, Odo. Just because you're getting some,
Yeah,
don't
Odo was
mean-
pissing me off.
Yeah,
Odo's
big time.
and
Big time.
it's really like hurt his character arc over the last, especially because
It really has. I was thinking about that too.
well, thinking about where his relationship was getting ready to go with Kira, like how do you come back from that? Like, how do you?
I mean, I don't remember this particularly, how long it takes, Odo to get back from this. But maybe that's why they set it up like that, to kind of pull his character back a little bit.
Yeah, do some damage to him.
But I felt like over the last couple seasons, I thought Odo was the number one all-star
Oh, sure.
of this show.
Yeah,
And over this, I would say this 6-episode arc here, I'd say he's taken at least a couple steps back.
I think that's done on purpose.
but not acting wise, not
No,
at
no,
all,
not acting
and not
wise.
even writing the character wise. Like
No,
they
just-
know what they're doing, but
just
like just in
his-
terms of likability. And,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's fantastic. He did a really good job. I have no complaints about how they're doing the storyline. I just am mad at him.
They're doing a really good job of establishing us trying to get freaking pissed off at them.
Well,
Yeah.
That's indeed their intention.
They've done it. They've done a
Success.
great
it
job.
has
yes.
clearly worked. How about Jake being useful?
I know, finally.
Hey, that was
Hey,
nice.
Hey, good job actually having your
I was
whole
beginning to wonder,
reporting
like, what-
career
yeah,
matter.
what-
Oh wait, it was just a letter to your father. It wasn't even a report.
I was wondering like what role this was going to
Hey
play.
guys, can I help out?
How about Morn being useful?
I know, good for more.
Morn,
know.
right? I like that conversation Quark was having with Morn too. That was
Yeah.
pretty awesome. I love how he doesn't ever talk. It's just so great.
But
It
he
makes-
talks.
He talks.
But he does.
Off screen.
More-
Off screen.
Morn's expressions are in his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Kind of like Robert
Me?
Pattinson as Batman.
Oh, yeah.
His eyes, though. Yeah, his eyes. I couldn't stop staring at him.
You like that? You like that black eye makeup?
Leave the eye makeup.
It's amazing how many people are
on.
pissed off about that. Like,
I
that's
know.
what they bring up. Oh, it's emo
Yeah.
makeup. I mean, just
I think it's more the hair over the face.
no, because people.
I don't even really care about that. Although I would have preferred him to get a haircut.
That's actually the story of the next movie is he gets a haircut. Batman gets a haircut.
That's going to be the name of the movie.
Yeah.
It's how many is it Barbershop 4?
Yeah.
Batman?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many barbershops?
How funny would that be?
How many barbershops have there been? I think there's been 3.
Cedric the Entertainer cutting Batman's hair.
I'm going to look that up right now.
You're going to have to look that up.
I think there's been 3
That's
barbershops.
fantastic.
You know what we haven't talked about in all of these episodes so far? I know we talked about it in season 5 that Deep Space Nine is going to shift from using models to more CGI. And you can see why they needed to switch to more CGI, because now they're getting ready to do these giant fleet battles.
Yeah, especially in the beginning of the second episode.
The beginning of the but even showing the fleet moving towards the Dominion fleets and everything, they wouldn't have been able to do that with models. There's no way they could have pulled that off. And they don't look they're pretty solid models overall.
I'd argue that a lot of these look better than the ones like on Picard.
Yeah, the ones on Picard look a little too perfect. I think what helps Deep Space Nine is it wasn't high definition.
Well, of course.
So I think that's the problem. Okay, how many barbershops?
You guys are having a great conversation that is really moving the show along. So I would like to derail it, please.
Okay.
By all means.
There were 3 barbershops.
Nice.
Barbershop 2 back in business,
Barbershop
and
Force.
Barbershop the next cut.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, the next
one is going to be Barbershop Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce
Wayne.
Anyway,
So
how good is Damar as a douche?
Yes, very good.
He's really, really good at it. Like,
Yeah,
I hate
he's
him.
a complete ass bag.
yeah,
I hate him.
and he does
I
it
hate him
really
too.
well.
Very well.
I hate
And Kira kicks the crap out of him with no effort whatsoever.
I know. I'm like, what a
He
weakling.
He didn't even get a punch off.
No,
Like,
he didn't.
Well, he got one. He got blocked, but then she whooped the hell out of him.
Oh, she whooped his ass after that.
She really dominated him.
And thank God, because he deserved it.
Oh, 100% he deserved it. I love that Quark knows how to kind of schmooze him and get information out of him.
Yeah.
Very, very
Just
nice.
give him the booze.
Yep.
Well, and
It's like us
Damar,
and Nick.
and Damar,
Yeah.
Damar completely trusts him, which is like, why would you trust
Yeah,
a
why?
Ferengi?
He's an idiot.
Like,
Damar's
this is
an
a-
idiot anyway, so...
Well, and this tells you that they deserve to lose, because for as much as the Federation likes him, for as much as the crew likes him, they never trust Quark.
No.
They
No.
They know, and Quark knows that they don't trust him.
Oh,
He
yeah,
gets
there's
it.
a mutual understanding,
Yeah.
like...
Yeah, I'm
there's
gonna
a
screw
mutual-
you guys over, and you're just gonna continue.
But it
not
doesn't
trusting.
stop him from trying,
Yeah, exactly.
because that's the Ferengi in him.
Yeah,
But he understands that he's gonna try, and they're gonna push back every single time. But
Exactly.
not with Damar, this idiot.
idiot.
I just don't understand how he doesn't see it when he sits down at the bar and Quark keeps pouring him drink after drink. It's like,
Oh
what?
yeah, tell me more.
Yeah, tell me what. Like,
Well, these guys are all full of themselves, so he wants to hear himself talk, and Quark's
get- yeah.
encouraging that.
Damar is super arrogant. Gul Dukat wouldn't do that.
And he worships Dukat. Like, my God, get off his junk. Or get on his
You
junk.
can't set yourself up and then hit the button yourself.
Well, as I was...
That's a hot take right there.
Well, at least I can hit the button.
He couldn't hit the button. He couldn't hit it. Okay, all right. Anything else from this one? I feel like these episodes kind of merge together for me, so I'm really struggling to...
And like in this one where he was concerned about... Quark was concerned about Rom, concerned about his bar,
yeah.
while also being an asshole. I dug it.
Yeah, Quark really stepping up as the brother here.
He's making fun of his brother while being concerned about him, while being concerned about his bar. It's just...
Quark has really kind of stepped up as a character.
This resistance cell has really shined a light on these, I guess, B characters, and really
It's been a lot of B characters since
but
last
they've
season.
kind of almost swapped roles, where these B characters now kind of have become more of the focal point than the quote unquote main characters.
Yeah.
Is this the episode where Dax is like captain, or is that the beginning of the second one?
Like they call her captain, and
They call her captain, and
That was last
that
week.
was last week.
Where they both get
no,
bumped
it was
up.
this week.
Well, they call her captain, like
And then-
over
and
the
then-
view screen.
Yeah, and then Worf comes on the screen.
Good job,
and-
Captain.
Yeah,
Good job, captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and next time you can be. That's this.
I thought that was the first.
That was this episode
Yeah.
because the Dominion was they were pretending like they were
Yeah.
damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice.
There's some good action in these war episodes,
especially the next one.
So I appreciated that scene though, because that tells you about the desperation of the Federation. They have resorted to having to play dirty in order to even stand a chance against the Dominion, and that's not the Federation style.
They're like the Dominion was maybe 4 seasons ago, where you saw that they would do whatever it took to win. And I think the Federation is now learning that they're going to have to do
change their tactics.
Change their tactics. Do some things that are a bit unconventional or don't seem like they're going to be optimal. And it's kind of cross your fingers and shoot for the stars type of shit.
Yeah.
Sacrifice of Angels.
Sacrifice of Angels. 8 hours left before the minefield is destroyed. Cisco engages the fleet. They're getting their butts whooped. Of course they are. They're outnumbered 2-1, but Cisco's like, we gotta make a stand. We gotta do it no matter what. Cisco tries a new strategy. Gul Dukat realizes what he's doing, so sets him up for a trap. But Cisco's like, you know what? We gotta go for the trap because we're desperate. So they try to break through the hole. And when they do that, all of a sudden the Klingons show up and help them get through. So he gets all the way to the station. And boom, the mines go off. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Cisco's like, there's nothing left to do. Go in the wormhole. We're taking on 2,500 ships by ourselves. So he goes in that wormhole ready to fight. Oh no, he gets warped away as the emissary, and basically he convinces the aliens to get rid of the Dominion. So all the Dominion disappears. The Federation fleet shows up at Deep Space Nine, and they have to retreat. In this hasty retreat, something terrible happens. ZL gets murdered by Joe Dumar. Because Zial admitted to Gul Dukat that she helped a bunch of people escape from prison. And so she dies. So he retakes the station, Cisco retakes the station, and they find Gul Dukat inconsolable cray-cray because of the loss of his daughter.
Did you just say cray-cray?
I did say cray-cray.
You said poon earlier, so cray-cray tracks.
Yeah.
At least that's more modern.
You know,
I guess.
Yeah.
What a good job over the past 6 episodes setting up this arc with ZL, though. They really did a good job.
Well, it started at the end of last year too.
Yeah, well, but the end of last year was him abandoning her.
Yeah, well,
so that doesn't fit with, or maybe that does fit with the death here. I don't. So I want to. Can we talk about that first? Her death and what it did with Gul Dukat. He became inconsolable, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I forgive you, I love you, blah blah blah." All things that he wasn't saying up until that point where she died. Is part of his breakdown because he's realizing what a scumbag he was? Or is his breakdown simply because his kid died? And simply is a weird way to word that. Because
you guys have tricked me before with Dukat.
We did not trick you.
You tricked me. That's a hot ass take. You guys tricked me.
We did not.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take.
So
we just didn't stop.
I'm concerned to have any sort of opinion with Gul Dukat.
What?
I
take us not stopping you last time. Not tricking.
I can't.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I would like to think that he actually, in that moment, had an epiphany and realized that they just lost the station again for a second time. His daughter died in front of him. He had this reconciliation, right? And they were gonna part amicably. He kind of had this understanding while she was living, right?
Yeah, she was gonna go her own way. Yeah. He was gonna go back to Cardassia.
Right, and he was. I think he was a bit humbled in that moment. For as much as the Gul Dukat can be humbled, because there was no retaliation when she admitted what she did, right? I think he had to get out of there. He was taken back a little bit, but taken back. But I don't think he understood. I don't think he was. What she did. I don't think he was shocked, like full on shocked. I think he was a bit surprised, But I think deep down, I think he knew.
Well, he knew that she was close with Kira,
right? And so all of this happened when she was living. and the death, I don't think changed any of that. So I think he actually did have a bit of a change of heart, or a bit of a revelation that, he's not this overpowering mastermind anymore. And I think he realized that he has a lot in his past that he needs to atone for. And I don't know. Again, you guys got me before, but I like to believe that there is a part of Gul Dukat that had learned a lesson in that moment. And I just hope and pray that it's not next week where I don't eat my words. At least give me a...
I don't believe he learned... all
right.
I will tell you,
Great.
I don't really remember much of... Like I said, I only watched the series once when it was right out in 97, 98. That was it. And I kind of hate watched it because I didn't enjoy it at that point in my life. I enjoy it a lot more now.
Well, I do know something that happens that I a couple, maybe 3 seasons ago, somebody in this room, I'm not going to say who, spoiled something for me. And
you read it on the internet already.
No, I did not. And so I do know something's coming, so I can't sit here and definitively... Yes.
Darn it. That was the... I was hoping
you weren't on the right page.
That was the Batman theme.
Yeah.
So,
but that still
I don't know.
works.
I know that
something's coming. I'm in the shadows. I can't be everywhere. But they just have to believe. I'm Batman.
Batman makes everything better.
So,
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's just me. I want to believe that this character can...
You want to believe in redemption.
Yeah, I do want to believe in redemption, because I do believe that... We've discussed this before, I don't think that anybody is beyond redemption. So there is a part of me that wants to believe that...
What about that 5-year-old that you get in a fight with?
Oh, I'll redeem his ass.
Okay. So, is it possible that Dukat did not learn his lesson, but understands the ramifications of his actions, which causes his breakdown? Like, to me, I don't think he learned his lesson.
Well, if you look at...
I think he's like, crap,
earlier,
look at what I've done.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like, I'm going to be a better man because of this.
A few scenes earlier, he was just talking about how the Bajorans have no statues of him for what he did during their occupation.
Yeah. The guy is a narcissist.
Let's just use that as evidence that he probably did not learn his lesson.
All right, everybody just calm down. Everybody calm down. I had a bad take.
Anywhere on Bajor.
I want to say...
I mean, they're liberator. They're liberator.
I want to be honest here. I was completely calm when you said calm down. So
I think it's the Bush Cheney shirt. I'm siding with the war criminals.
You are,
obviously.
Oh gosh, we shouldn't laugh at that. That's bad. Anyways,
so I think that he loved his daughter. She died. He just lost the station, which he kind of loves. He was embarrassed, actually. And then his daughter gets gunned down right in front of him.
By his number one.
Yeah, his number one.
His number one. Well, here's the thing.
Are my number one. The guy. I think...
That's very breathy, guys.
That's how he delivered it.
That's Batman 89, folks.
Yes. Bob was his number one guy. I think the irony of the ZL story arc is kind of thick. I loved that. Okay, how do I say this? I'm just going to say it. I loved that she died in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was hunting her down at the beginning to kill her, right?
Yep.
And now here he is witnessing her dying when he's trying to save her.
Exactly. So it comes full circle.
Yes, it does.
So
it
made it even more impactful that she died in front of him, not at his hands.
And what kills him are the beliefs of are the beliefs of their people, which is why he initially went to kill her in the first place, because the people would never respect him if they found out about her.
Yep.
And here is Damar killing him because no one will ever respect her if they found out that she was a traitor.
Can we just say that? Can we double down on Damar is a piece of garbage?
I can't double down on him as a piece of garbage here. He's doing what he should have done.
No.
I don't think he's in the wrong here.
Oh, Nick siding with a murderer.
This is what the Cardassians do. They're a warlike people.
Well, right? I would say he's a complete dickbag. But to Nick's point, you're right. That's what he probably would do. And See,
That was a hot take.
See, I think that he was so annoyed with her control over Dukat as well. I think that kind of led into his decision to wipe her out right there too. It's because I needed to get Dukat out of here. He didn't care so much maybe about what she did.
Can we skip ahead to the episode where Damar dies, please?
You're gonna have to wait a long time to call it Star Trek Voyager.
Son of a bitch. What? He doesn't die in this series?
Nope.
He's still
Spoiler.
around. Just wait till you get to Picard.
Is he in Picard too?
Can I talk about a part of this episode that I absolutely hated beyond a bitter passion?
Yep.
The Deus Ex Machina that they used. All the ships disappear. You're safe. Whoa!
Yeah.
See, that was addressed in the show notes too, but that was kind of their goal from the get-go, is because they wanted him to grow his relationship with the prophets, and they wanted to get that line in there about
Penance.
Mm-hmm. So that was actually the plan all along. It was not a cheap.
Could they have done it in a better way?
Yeah.
I'm sure they could have,
Right.
but I get it. I get both ways.
But they had to they had to save him though, because he's basically
Someone save.
And
he's basically sending everybody on a death mission.
And they referenced that in the dream. They've referenced the first episode, adversarial, and all that. So, and they didn't want him to end the game.
So we got to do something to save him. Yeah.
I can understand how you think it's cheap.
I don't have to kill you.
I mean, it's not the worst.
But I don't have to save you.
Sorry, listeners.
I hate Bale's Batman voice.
I think I actually don't mind the first two. It's the third one that
it's the
I
third
don't
one
care.
sends overboard.
Yeah.
They're all garbage.
You and
I'm all team the Batman.
I know you are.
well, his
You've
voice
forgotten about the
now-
other ones now.
What Batman movies? There's Batman '89 and there's the Batman.
So you know what though? This is how history
way.
works though, because people are
Actually,
going to be like,
it's Batman the animated series, the Batman '89, The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Batman Returns.
Batman Returns is underrated.
It is underrated, but I think it fits perfectly where I placed it.
Nick is getting a booty call right now.
I'm getting a phone call from a 586 area code.
Red button.
It's a spam call.
It's too late now. It's too late now. How about that whole exchange between Dukat and Wayun when they're talking?
Yeah.
It's off the rails.
No one's gonna watch and listen. They're gonna turn
This
this
show
off.
is off the rails.
Yeah. And we were solid last week.
We were. Two things. We the
That was a
Batman,
hot take.
the Batman, Star Trek.
That's it. Bam.
That's it. Boom. We provided you with great content last week, and we dialed it way back this week.
So Wei Yun and Gul Dukat, such an adversarial relationship, yet at points they like really like each other. It's funny. They're like frenemies.
Yeah,
And I love it.
Jeffrey Combs as Wei Yun is solid.
And he's
Very solid.
Become better these couple episodes.
I like how their vision isn't good. That's a nice little nugget to drop in.
Bad vision, good hearing.
Well, yeah, those ears gave it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And the beady little eyes.
we get that. So yeah.
So the whole arc was to get them back on DS9.
Yeah, so this is what the first thing was about this. It's just get back to DS9.
So what? I mean, the show is Deep Space Nine, so it's gonna be back there. But what was the overall point of them, the Dominion taking over Terok Nor DS9?
They wanted
again?
to control
They want the wormhole.
No, I know, but I'm saying to the view, like, are they trying to prove a point to the viewer, like that this isn't some it's not something that's sacred.
Well, remember,
it's up for grabs almost.
It's up for grabs. So remember how we felt at that last episode of last season when they get up and leave. Well,
Yeah.
all three of us in this room said that was not a good feeling when you see, Dukat walking to Cisco's office. It was not a good feeling when you saw Cisco walk away. You felt like, oh, damn.
So it just felt like over this arc that the writers and everybody was trying to show the viewers that anything is possible in this storyline.
Well, killing ZL. That's another way to do that.
Yeah, because I was shocked. I was genuinely...
That did come out of nowhere, yeah. Her death.
Because I thought they were going to part or something.
They were parting. That's the best part.
I know. That was,
yeah, he was walking away.
I love you, and they're exchanging their I love yous.
He was going to be with Damar.
It was literally them, like, not, agreeing to disagree, mutually and almost respectfly. Right?
Yeah.
And the shot...
Their love was still there, yeah.
Right, the shot from Damar, I was shocked. I was very surprised.
She was shot through the heart, and it was too late.
They gave love a bad name.
It did.
I don't think they did, though.
But Damar played the part.
Jesus Christ. So did you think she was did you think she was dead?
Blame?
I could do whole episode reviews using lyrics. It'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I knew they killed her.
Okay, because when they went to the infirmary,
Oh yeah.
I was wondering if
I was
wondering if you guys were like, all right, she's not dead, or
I did have that feeling.
Actually, I'm not dead yet.
I did have that feeling, but I was also really sad when everybody's having this reunion on DS9, right?
Oh,
and everybody's hugging each other, and Garrick is running frantically,
and just Kieran him in there.
Oh. That's so sad.
But in the crowd of everybody's
he's looking for
happy to be back.
He's looking for her.
He's looking for her, and you can see this frantic look on his face, like where is she? Where is she? Where? And then when he gets to the infirmary,
and then there's Bashir
really...
and O'Brien going right to the holodeck.
Yeah, hollow suites, bro.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, we've been in war for 4 years or 4 months. Let's go and have a war recreation.
So why not?
Why not?
So this doesn't end the war, though, right?
No,
I didn't think so.
Oh, the battle is won, but the war is just
that's what it is. Yeah,
yeah.
It's just a battle. It's
just a road bump.
Yep, they got their hole back. They penetrated that hole and got rid of those rock salad ships.
Yeah, they did.
So more will be coming.
More. It just randomly stopped when you said that. I don't know why. I didn't even hit the button.
It's like, enough, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we're done here.
Let's rate these bad boys. Let's do it. Favor the bold.
5. No, I'm kidding.
Favor the bold. Part 1 of 2.
I automatically have to deduct points because they're named differently.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
I mean, it's just I have to.
Odo.
And Odo's a douche.
But he gets laid a lot in the episode.
I know.
So you got to factor that into your rating.
But then I also gotta deduct it because there's a lot of jealousy.
Oh.
Okay.
Like I'm very jealous.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know what? We didn't talk about. Hold on. Odo showing up and quote unquote redeeming himself.
Oh, redeeming him. Oh,
but he didn't redeem himself, and you could even tell by the way Kira looked at him. It's not like.
But here's the thing.
Her look was like
never underestimate the element of surprise. First of all, don't be a complete douche for 5 episodes, and then come back and have such a cheesy line. What is this? A Schwarzenegger movie?
Exactly. So here's the thing. So
go get in the pylon now.
Yeah. She's talking about eliminating the Salads, and he's like, "Well, these are my friends for 5 years," and she's still talking about. He's still kind of cool with it, right? He's like, "Yeah, all right, let's kill Cisco." Who I just spent 5 years with, who's helped me out with a lot of things, and Dax and all these other people. And then Kira's getting executed, and he's like, whoa. All these other humans, but...
That's true, that's his line.
But then that's the line.
Yeah.
But you're just going to leave her out to hang anyway. So he's going to let all his friends die.
What if something happened in between then? He would...
I don't know. It's still he can forget his friends or
it was not a real redemption in my opinion. I wasn't like, oh, here comes Odo to say that. I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
It was a cool entrance though, the way they shot it when he kind of walked in.
Well, they're like, those are Bajoran phasers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, what is I was kind of surprised that.
What a calculated move though think about it. Like as these Bajoran officers, if they fail, you've basically ended that treaty with your planet.
Yeah,
because you've declared war against the Dominion and Cardassia now. Like that's a really dangerous play on their part. Now, luckily they killed everyone.
Big risks,
there's no proof
big
that
rewards.
They did it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
go big or go home.
But yeah, so that part Odo even annoyed me more at that
with
point.
the redemption.
With the redemption.
I think that fits him,
let them all die. Let the Federation die.
Yeah.
They're just humanoids. Oh, Kira, hold on.
Yeah. Oh, the
Only one person.
We've all done things for women we love. I've killed at least a man. At least.
At least a man?
Yeah.
At least a man. I think it was a man.
A man, a small dog, and probably several raccoons.
Are you a man at 5 years old?
No.
No.
Chumps.
Then
Little
I've-
chumps.
Then I've killed a boy.
Chump. I killed a
I
chump.
killed a chump. Like a chump. Hey, like a chump. Hey.
Exactly.
Never
And
did
exactly.
all
He
for the
did it all
nookie.
for the nookie.
Yeah. All right, let's rate them. Favor the bold. 8. I'm giving it an 8.
I'm going to go... I'll go 8. 8's a good.
So you guys remember we ranked this episode early last week, right?
Oh, what did we give
Oh, yeah.
it?
What did we... Yes.
What did we give it last week?
So Joe and I were spot on with 8s.
Nice.
You rated it higher this week than
8.
your imaginary time last week.
7.5?
You did 7 last time.
Oh, I give this one an 8. Yeah, this was an 8. This was really good.
Look at me being... Look at us being consistent, Rob.
I know.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Guess what? Nobody cares.
Sacrifice of angels.
That's
Joe.
not actually even what I meant. I meant to do the
But it
hot
wo-
take
but it
button,
worked
but it
better.
still worked.
I'm going to go... You know what? I'm going to go 8. Because I have to be consistent. I'm going to do it as one story.
I'm actually reversing here. I'm going to go with 7 on this one because I'm, like I said, I'm a little annoyed with that the snap of the fingers to solve the problem thing. I know.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Thanos just comes in and snaps his fingers. Oh, all the Dominion chips are gone.
Are you saying Cisco's Thanos? No, he's on the wrong
Ding
page.
dong!
He's on the wrong page.
No, I give it to you. Ding dong!
Oh, yeah. I did 8.5 because it's nice to see some really cool action in it, too.
Yeah.
Mixed in with everything. There's a lot of story. There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to wrap up. Throwing that cool action, I'm in.
I like seeing people get killed.
Yeah.
Quark killed a couple.
Coming in.
Yeah, he
guns
did. Then he had he was like shell shocked.
I know.
Poor Quark.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get it.
Quack.
Just killed 2 people, but
I mean, do
What
we
are you
know?
gonna do?
He's never killed anyone before, right?
the Quark's hands are not clean.
No, I'm going to say he's probably done something along the line.
I don't think he's ever from
Maybe not-
what I know. I don't think he's directly killed people like he did then, but Quark is responsible for many a death. I guarantee you.
Okay. Well, there we go.
I mean, when you're basically an arms dealer,
That happens.
it happens. It's part of that's a workplace hazard.
That happens. Okay.
All right.
Well,
We
Patreon.
made it through this just hodgepodge episode of.
Lots of soundboard
Thank you.
clips. Sorry about that. So
At
anyways,
this point, it's listener.
Yeah.
There's probably only 1, maybe 2 people who have made it this far.
well, for the person who made it this far, we want you on our Patreon. We're going to record a Patreon right after this episode. That's part of our $5
no sound bites
tier.
on this one though.
We have special.
No promises.
sound bites. We have special recordings we release with our $5 one. Our $2 one, you're going to get some mail from us. And our $10 one, you get Q&As, mail, and the special releases of audio clips. So join us there. But beyond that, where can you find us, gentlemen?
Twitter at Cardassians Pod.
Instagram, keeping_up_Cardassians.
Facebook, Keeping Up with the Cardassians.
YouTube's out there too.
Yeah,
Keeping
you can
Up
see
with
this
Cardassians.
beautiful Bush Dick sweatshirt.
I love your bush.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.